I answered your requests, okay?
You guys wanted Louis Vuitton? She gave you Louis Vuitton.
Yeah! 皆さんおはようございます。ゲストに私のお友達アントニアとセバスチャンをお迎えして香水のブラインドレビューを行っていきたいと思います。Any words for Japanese people?
My initial impressions varied a lot from the secondary impressions, so be prepared.
Sushi wa arimasu ka?
I don't know anything in Japanese besides arigato and gomennasai.
Oh my god! Now she got 100 score.
100 points. 100 points to Antonia.
Perfume number 1. Here we go.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Mm.
Ooh. Guess first.
I do find this very attractive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think it's masculine or just attractive in general?
It's attractive in general, but I want to say like floral and soapy at the same time.
Okay.
I feel like it's not something that you'd walk by and I'd go, oh hi, how are you? Let's meet. But like, you smell really nice. Like you take care of yourself. I'm intrigued.
It leaves an impression on you.
Yeah,
you know?
It leaves an impression. Attractive, but not sexy. But
this is a great first impression fragrance as well. At least the opening, super bright and inviting.
yeah.
I think there's some citrus in here. I'm getting like citrus and green, like petitgrain, bergamot, bitter green type of vibes with citrus as well.
It's like really, really crisp, fresh laundry. I like
Yeah.
very citrusy green. Like you just, I don't know. I love the smell of like laundry detergent so much. I just want to eat it and I can't. But
Oh my God, Tide Pods.
But this smells like someone just so, it's very refreshing. It's that person would be refreshing. I feel like it'd be nice in like a spring day, it's sunny outside.
Yeah, super nice, super nice. I don't see how anybody could not like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so both of you like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely.
Like plus, not love, but like plus.
Like plus. I like that, like plus, yeah. For me, I think unisex, maybe slightly feminine, slightly. Because I feel like there's maybe some florals in there, orange blossom, white floral, something like that. But for me, it's mostly citrus, which can be, you know, easily worn by both genders.
Yeah, I think that probably the majority of women would gravitate towards this, but men could definitely wear it. I think men who have good hygiene and want the world to know it, this is what they'd show, like, hey, I care about myself and I want to look good and I want you to know that I value it. But they're not overly confident. They're just like, this is what I want you to get from me. Here it is in a smell. I'm a put together, cleanly person.
Yeah, important to know he's or she's a clean.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Sexy or not?
I mean, Antonia said attractive, and I agree. However, I do think it could be sexy. I mean, you know, if you're on a date with your loved one and you're at the beach or something and the setting is right, it could be sexy. But attractive, definitely. Like, you know, if anybody's wearing this, I feel like there's just an attraction to the particular person.
Yeah, I'd say like this, it's attractive in the sense that I feel like the person who wears this is probably like a bright, bubbly, kind person and like makes you feel like you can trust them in a way. And so, I don't know, it doesn't feel like bad boy, bad girl, like super sexy date night, but like romantic, like you're wanting something more out of the relationship.
Right.
Expensive or inexpensive?
Go you first.
Now this I'm not very good at gauging, but I'd say it's probably a little complex, so maybe in the middle?
Middle.
What are we gauging it off of? What's our
Under $100 is inexpensive.
Okay.
Over 100 is expensive.
Yeah, I definitely think it's expensive.
Yeah.
I think this is a really well done citrus fragrance. Yeah.
Okay.
All right then, yeah, it's expensive.
I confirmed the thinking, yeah.
What's your score for that?
I think for me, when scoring the attractiveness and the overall like appeal of wanting to come back to it, it factors a lot in my scoring. So I think I would say it's like a 6.5 because I like it a lot. but I'm not gonna go, ooh, let me go revisit this person. Like, I'm very, very alert to them.
For me, I mean, I've smelled a lot of citrus fragrances, and this is one of the nicer ones. You know, this is up in the ballpark of like Orange Sanguine, Atelier Cologne for me. Really nice. I give it a solid 8.
It's rare of you to give a citrus fragrance over 8.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that's really moved me is Orange Sanguine by Atelier Cologne, and that one's incredible.
Perfume number 2. Here we go.
Niba. Thank you.
これからの季節にぴったりの香水かもしれません。What do you think about it?
This is not like anything I've smelled before. This is really cool.
Okay.
It's spicy.
Ooh, bingo. Great job. Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out-
fresh spicy is what I'm getting from this too.
Super fresh spicy. I'm just trying to figure out what spice it is that it reminds me of.
Yeah, maybe like a little bit of like peppery, pink pepper maybe. It's definitely fresh spicy.
It almost smells like, you know, not something that I feel like Americans would wear. I feel like this almost smells kind of European to me.
Okay, I could totally
Good
see that.
point.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
What, have you done this before?
I do really like it though. Depending on where I smell, I get different things, and it's got so many different components, it's diverse. It makes me want to keep coming back to it, which I do like that.
That's good, that's
Yeah,
good.
I feel like if a person, I'd just be like,
Yeah.
Just keep showing up.
yes, it's very intriguing.
That's good. That's magnetic. That's good.
Yeah, this
Magnetic.
is great. Great. This puts me in the Mediterranean at like a little mom and pop market that has a lot of spices and like fruits and stuff for sale.
Yeah, it does have a fruity note to it, absolutely.
Yeah, like fruitiness, fresh spices, citrus somewhere in there in the base. This is great. Bright, fresh again. This is like, both of these so far have been like super bright, super fresh, very lively. This one I think has a lot more going on than the first one. This one is very complex. There's a lot to pick out here.
I feel like if you were to take all the spices in this and put it in a tea, it'd also be a really great tea.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Sexy? This would be interesting because for me it's reminding me more of like a place rather than a person. Like the visuals I'm getting. I suppose it could be sexy. Let's just say my initial impression is not like, ooh, that's sexy, you know, but I couldn't see why it's not sexy, you know, if somebody was wearing it and I found them attractive.
I think it's probably unisex. I feel like a guy or a girl could wear this easily, and I do think that it is very compelling, and I'd say it's sexy. I think like it just brings, like, you know, sometimes you smell something and it just reminds you of certain colors or something like that. I just like it feels like there's a lot of red and orange and yellow, and maybe that's because of that, like the pepper in there. But I definitely think like this person has a personality, like you talked about with the perfumes, like what type of personality this person has. I think that they're interesting, they're a little wild, they're cultured.
Great descriptions.
Yeah, I know, right?
And yeah, I don't think I had mentioned, I agree, I think it's unisex. Maybe slightly feminine leaning. I think the way that you presented the first one was actually perfect because she said that women would gravitate towards it more. I feel like this fragrance would also be more appealing to women to actually pick out to wear. You know, if you're a man, sometimes, you know, you're not necessarily attracted or want to smell bright and fresh. You want to smell like manly, potentially. But I think that both could wear.
I feel like women would like this smell on a man.
Okay.
But that's just me as one woman speaking for men or other women. So I don't know exactly, but I do think, like, you know, a man might like this on a woman. So.
I would. I definitely would, yeah. I mean, I gave the first one an 8 for a solid citrus. I gotta give this one a 9. Just because it's so complex and dynamic. There's a lot going on here. You know, it's a really great fragrance. On paper, it could. That's the funny thing, is that you could spray it on your skin and it could be totally different. But on paper,
before you going on, do you think it's expensive or inexpensive?
Expensive, 100%.
Yeah, I think it's expensive. I haven't, like I said, I haven't smelled anything like this before, and I really like it. So I think it's expensive, and I'd probably say just because of how complex and interesting it is. It's not necessarily something I would wear, but I would love other people to wear, and I think that'd be great. I'd say it's probably like an 8.5.
Ooh,
Great!
8.5. Good.
Wonderful,
That's a step up from the 6.5.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. No, man, both of these are really good so far.
さて、2つ前者いい点数が取れましたが、こちら3番目どうでしょうか？
Oh, 3.
Oh my god, they're so dramatic.
Number 3!
3, here we go. What do you think
Thank you.
about it? My pleasure.
Ooh. Interesting. We're entering a different ballpark here.
Yeah, this smells like one of my British grandmothers and also smells very basic, in my opinion. It's great, but it's like any other perfume that an older lady would wear.
Older lady. Interesting. Well, no, it's interesting because I'm getting like young man still figuring himself out.
Oh.
But I agree that it's basic or generic.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is like a marine, aquatic, salty-ish
Yeah.
summer fragrance for me. Similar to like Paco Rabanne, Invictus, that ballpark, Nautica Voyage. Just those, you know, those cheap blue fragrances that all the guys reach for because they think they smell sexy for whatever reason. I don't, but...
Now that I'm smelling, like I said, it changes for me. For the initial smell was like my grandmother, and now I'm like I smell the masculinity in it.
I feel like a lot of guys like would wear this in the club or something, like a clubbing Jersey Shore type fragrance. Not my cup of tea, but I will say that it does smell like an expensive version of that. It does smell like it's higher quality, but it's just a DNA that I myself don't necessarily appreciate.
It smells nice. I do like it. If a guy was to walk by wearing this, I'd be like, oh, hello. Can I smell you again, please, or follow you in the elevator? Yeah, I don't get my grandmother anymore. But it does smell really nice. I just feel like it's generic.
I think it's just overdone. I think tons of guys wear this type of fragrance.
Yeah. It's a Chad.
A Chad. Yeah, it's a Chad. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you are gonna reach for something like that, get whatever this is because it is better than Invictus. It smells more expensive.
Yeah, and like nice pair of jeans with like a collared top that's been very nicely ironed. You know, like they're very sophisticated, put together, but they're young, and I could definitely see them in a club.
Okay. And yeah, notice the polarization between a female opinion and a male opinion. Because like
important,
you know, yeah. So obviously, I think females might like this, and maybe it's very attractive to a female. I think for me, the reason I probably stay away from it is just because I've smelled it so much. Like in social events and just by my friends and stuff like that. I'm just like, again. You know.
I feel like I grew up smelling this.
Yeah, it's like we smelled it all our lives.
Yeah.
Come on, people.
I want something new, something different. Yeah.
So, but with that said, I think because of those reasons, I think that it probably is sexy. For me, I wouldn't feel sexy wearing this. I would feel generic, like a cookie cutter.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of women probably find this particular fragrance profile to be very sexy.
Yes, it is sexy.
Okay.
It's like you go on a date with an attractive guy and you're like, oh, you smell like this, you smell great, good job, but you're not interesting to me. You just I'm like, this is what I expected of you, but come on.
So it's like superficial attractiveness.
Yeah.
But like as far as his personality goes, that's still unknown.
It's completely unknown. It tells me nothing.
And
Expensive?
Oh yeah, I think it's expensive. Yeah. This smells like a very high quality blue fragrance, basically.
Blue fragrance, white collar.
White collar. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good description.
I'd say I like it, but because it's so generic, I would give it like a 7.
7, okay.
Yeah. And I'm just a step below that because, like, again, just, you know, I've smelled it tons of times, but this is really well done for what it is, you know. So this is probably the best marine blue fragrance that I've smelled of the bunch of popular ones that there are. So I give it a 6, just a step below.
Sounds wonderful.
Also because you probably wouldn't follow the guy into the elevator.
I wouldn't follow the guy into the elevator. I wouldn't follow myself into the elevator if I was wearing it, you know.
Okay, 次のものに行ってみましょう。Perfume number 4. Here you go.
Grazie mille.
Prego.
Okay, again, we're kind of stepping into a different ballpark.
This is very floral. I kind of want to say light gardenia again in a way.
I'm seeing like yellow when I smell this.
You know what the theme is? Colors.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Color palette.
Color palette is important in fragrance world too.
I really like this though. I would wear this.
Okay.
I would wear this. I think like it's very summery, it's floral, it's like kind of, I feel like it's innocent, and so like if you're just wanting to go out, you know, somewhere with a family and you want to smell nice, or like you want to go on a first date and you don't want him to expect anything and you want him to just take you seriously, but you're not looking for something more right then. You're like, hey, I'm a woman, like respect me, I am dignified and feminine.
Yeah. That particular note in this definitely states what you said.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's pretty accurate. I'm leaning in the same direction. I definitely think it's female. I like it. I don't think that it could be sexy though. Just because it's so pure, you know, it's like she said, no intentions here, you know, to be taken seriously, I guess is the intention. You know, like observe my personality more than my appearance. But it's nice. It's very pleasant.
Okay, this is a typical summery floral woman.
Right.
Who's like a really young woman.
Right, yeah, I would agree. It's not very unique or original. I'm getting like white florals, a little bit creamy, maybe coconutty, but not too much.
Yeah, I definitely see the creaminess and the white florals, absolutely.
And I'd probably give this, maybe another 6. If I had to guess, over $100 for sure. But I'm not sure it's like super expensive. I don't think it's surpassing 200. I think it's below 200, between 100 and 200.
When it's continuing to grow on me, like it's not super unique, but it's just so nice. It's so feminine to me. Like I really like it. Like if I was past a woman and she smelled like this, I'd be like, oh, where did you get that? I want it, just so I can smell like women. I'd probably say like a 7.5, and then expensive wise, yeah, it's very well done. Maybe like 150?
150. Okay. 私たちはこの週にいます。この週の夢は叶うのでしょうか？ Perfume number 5. Here we go.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
This one for me is green now. We had blue and now I'm getting green.
No, we blue, then yellow,
and then yeah.
I'd say that the first thing that came to my mind was not a color, but just the word enchanting.
Okay. What, like a forest enchanting, or
like fantastical? Which is, maybe enchanted forest, but
yeah. Interesting. Very bright again.
Yeah, very bright.
For me it's like green but bitter.
I can't tell if it's feminine or masculine. I feel like it is kind of unisex.
Unisex for sure. Yeah, I agree. I like it. It's nice. It kind of gives me like Xerjoff Neo vibes, but I don't think it's Neo. Neo's like louder.
It's bright, but it's also calm.
I get what you're saying. It's kind of hard to describe on camera, but like the first fragrance was like bright and lively. You know, it was like bright, lively, energetic. This is bright, but calm.
Do you like it?
I do like it. I want to say it's like slightly soapy as well, but like in a very confident soapy way. I don't know.
Confident soap.
Yeah.
I can see like shampoo, shower gel, maybe type of thing, like liquid soap rather than like a bar of soap.
Yeah. This person definitely, like, they have some more personality than the others. It's not really unique, but it's more unique than the last two, I feel like.
I feel like this person's like really in tune with like Mother Nature. Yeah. And like they're maybe like a hippie, but not like a.
I was thinking kind of hippie.
Yeah, like a nice hippie, like a fancy hippie,
hippie.
like someone.
Hippie.
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, I thought to myself, I was like, this person has a good sense of mental health.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, what's wrong with making your own medicines?
Yes.
No, it's really likable. Sexy?
I was about to say, I wouldn't call it sexy though.
Yeah. I don't know about sexy. Right, yeah, attractive. Sexy might be the wrong word for it.
Yeah, it stands out a bit. It does make you think that, yeah, maybe they live in the enchanted forest, they make their own potions, they take good care of themselves. Yeah. You're like, all right, I want to get to know you a little bit.
Yeah.
Make me something.
Yeah. I feel like all of these are expensive, to be honest. Like over $100 expensive at least.
Okay. That one feels expensive as well.
Yeah, I would say it's expensive. It's above the 100 threshold.
I feel like this is very well mixed. Like some of the other ones I feel like I could tell what some of the ingredients were. This one, I have no idea. I'd say it's probably expensive, over $100, yeah.
Yeah, for me this is a solid 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably a solid 7, but you know, it's not. It's interesting, but I don't really like. I don't really like it. So like, I find it fascinating. So I'm probably gonna say like 5.
Okay, yeah, like middle of the road, neutral kind of.
Neutral. Okay. さて、最後のものになってしまいました。Perfume number 6.
6.
はい、どうぞ。
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ooh, yeah, this one's interesting, right?
So at first, I want to say like butter, roasty.
Yeah.
Now it's changing.
I'm getting like gourmand, like apple pie.
Oh yeah.
Spices, there's like spices in here, some kind of fruitiness, like tart, fleshy fruitiness.
Kind of fermented fruit.
Yeah. You know, and I think like when you make pies, you like let the fruit sit for a little while, right? And to like let it have that process a little bit.
It does definitely smell sort of like fermented apple, yeah.
It literally smells like pie. It's like, if you like pie and you want to smell like pie, just wear this.
I would say it's so much like pie. I mean, it's definitely got the notes of it, but I feel like pie has some, like, there's so much bread to it, you know? Like that brown sugar. I feel like it's missing the brown sugar for it to be pie.
Sugary. Yeah, maybe this is like a pie-scented candle. You know? Like the ones they sell during fall, you know, like Yankee candles and stuff, and there's like pie. But yeah, it's like very gourmand, you know. I would say I like it. I think it's comforting, could be worn around the holidays and stuff, you know.
Definitely like autumn approaching winter.
Yeah, 100%.
I like it plus.
Oh, like plus.
Oh, like
you got a like plus. Nice.
I'm excited when it has plus.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably feminine.
Yeah.
If it had a little more spice to it, I think a guy could pull it off. Yeah, it might just depend on like how your skin mixes with it.
Yeah, I guess I would agree with that. This strikes me more as like a room fragrance than something that a person would wear.
Yeah.
I think it's too close to food or like a baked good. I mean, it's really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying like...
You want to eat it.
Yeah. It's gourmand. It's really gourmand. I'm getting a little bit of like pastry in there.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of like thin pie crust or like flaky pastry, like a croissant-ish.
I'm not getting that. I'm just getting the filling.
Yeah, just a little bit. And then the filling, the fruit with the spices, and like it's syrupy. It's like all it's enveloped in a liquid.
You walk into the house and go, ooh, who's baking what?
Yeah, who's baking? Yeah. Sexiness? I don't know.
If you're attracted to food.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in the world today. But no, on a person, not necessarily. I mean, maybe during the holidays and, you know, you're doing some fun stuff at night time or...
What's in your head? Come on.
I don't know, like if you're like dressed as Santa Claus or something.
Well, I was going to say inviting, but post that, I don't know if that's the right word to use. In that regard, I'd say it's innocent. Like, it's inviting, it's innocent. I think it's unique. You want to smell like autumn. You want to smell like home, like a hominess, then I'd say this is great.
Yeah, this is, very, very, very autumn fragrance. Autumn, winter, holidays. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this is called The Holidays or something like that, you know? But it's really nice. Like it.
Or autumn pie.
Sexy is interesting. Yeah, autumn pie. Yeah. I think it's unisex but feminine leaning, and I would probably give it probably like a 7. Solid 7.
7?
Yeah.
Did you say it's expensive or not?
I think it's expensive. I mean, how the heck do you make something smell like pie so well?
For me, I associate smells that are like appley with cheaper perfumes.
Okay, yeah.
Because
I guess I can see that, yeah.
I just feel like I've gone to so many different perfume stores and smelled things that smell like cotton candy or perfume or vanilla, and they've all just been kind of cheap and synthetic smelling.
Yeah.
And they smell nice. Like, don't get me wrong, it's just not exactly what I want to go for. Right. But it also does smell a little cheap to me. I'd say, yeah, probably less than 100. Smells a little cheap to me.
Okay.
And then I'd probably say, like a 6. 6.5 maybe.
Okay. さて、トップノートへの反応が終わりました。次はミドルノートへ行ってみたいと思います。You guys did a wonderful job!
Thank you.
Nice. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Good
thanks
batch.
for having me.
Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I answered your requests, okay?
You guys wanted Louis Vuitton? She gave you Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. Please thank you to Antonia and Sebastian. 正直な意見をしてくれてありがとうございました。またこのような動画がいいと思ったらいいねをよろしくお願いします。チャンネル登録もお忘れなく。それでは皆さんまた会う日まで。Have a wonderful day. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.